One thing you gotta understand, fellas, the price of not locking in is clocking in. I made sacrifices and it got me into the man I am today. A lot of motherfuckers can't do that. A lot of motherfuckers gotta be around friends, gotta be around chicks, gotta go out on the weekend, gotta watch Kanan and Rock every weekend. I do not. I choose the opposite route, and I can tell you my future self is gonna thank me for it. If you don't make the sacrifice for your standards will become the sacrifice, right? So don't just say, oh, I wanna be free. Okay, what are you gonna do to get there? Are you gonna do what most motherfuckers can't do? Because you're probably not. You're probably a 99% dweeb. But when you are that 1% man, when you check in every single box, when your character is on point, when your charisma is on point, when your clout and your status is on point, when the money is on point, when you're cut, when you're a man of God, and you have the character, she will treat you accordingly. I can assure you. YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Crowd. Welcome back to another vid. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And make sure to follow me on all platforms that I am Crowd. Today we got a great one. I'm gonna share with you guys the 6 raw truths of becoming a 1% man. This is the second day of a 2-day masterclass. Yesterday we covered the 5 painful truths of living like a 99% dweeb, right? Depression, right? You wake up every day feeling like your life is over, like you have no purpose, doing what everybody else does. Living mediocre. 2, a life of regret, wishing like, damn, I wish I would have did this. I wish I would have posted that video. I wish I would have did that deep work. I wish I would have said no. I was a 1% friend. I was a 1% boyfriend, but I was a 99% man. I didn't retire with my mom. I didn't create a life of abundance for my kids. I'm on my deathbed like, fuck. Where did the time go? 3rd is insecure, right? You're insecure because you're a fat fuck or you're a skinny dweeb. You didn't put in the work in any of the 6 C's. Your mindset is ass. Your physique is ass. Your finances is ass. Your relationship with God is ass. You get no chicks. So of course you're insecure. You're a 99% dweeb. Number 4 is overlooked. Nobody notices you. You are invisible when you are a 99% dweeb. Nothing stands out about you. Why would people pay attention to you, right? You live a lonely, miserable life. And lastly, you're bitter, right? We all know that old motherfucker that is bitter and they whole energy and aura sucks. When they walk in the room, they're the negative Nancy. They tell you that money isn't everything. They tell you you should have a plan B. They tell you you should go to school and do this. They tell you not to invest that money because they couldn't do it, because they failed. And now they're pushing their insecurities to you, my guy. Now that we know the harsh truths of being a 99% dweeb, we're gonna focus on the polar opposite. We're gonna focus on the raw truths of becoming a 1% man. So I'm not gonna waste any more time. Without further ado, let's get right into it. First raw truth is respect. As a man, you must create your respect, and the only way you create your respect as a man is to create value within the marketplace. What can you provide to the world? What problem can you solve? What craft have you perfected, right? That is how you gain your respect as a man. When you are checking the 6 C's, cuts, charisma, cash, clout, church, character, you will demand respect in every motherfucking room you walk in. And I'm gonna tell you why. A motherfucker that walk in and they in shape, their mindset is on point, they know how to speak, they're not a dweeb with chicks, they have great character and stand on morals and principles, they have status and they have money. Motherfuckers realize, ding, 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 this motherfucker put in some work. That's what I think. When I see a 1% man, whether it's in person or in the internet, the first thing that crosses my mind is, goddamn, this motherfucker went through a lot of motherfucking work. I know I'm not the only one that thinks that. And when you think that comes a lot of respect, because most people cannot do that. Most people could never do that. Most people cannot make the sacrifices. Most people cannot say no. Most people cannot be lonely. Most people cannot spend their last on a mentorship. Most people cannot track every single fucking macro. Most motherfuckers cannot not skip the gym, do every single rep, kill themselves until their leg about to fall off in Bulgarian split squats. Most niggas can't, right? Most niggas can't have a relationship with God, but also have an understanding of women. It's either one or the other. There's some successful men that cheat on their wife, and there's some dweebs that are faithful to their wife. There's not a lot that are both. We're breaking all realms. We want to check every single box. And when you check every single box, you have no fucking choice but to demand respect, because that's not easily obtainable, right? All respect is doing something that's rare. Having something that's rare. When you're checking every single box, you are rare. There's not a lot of motherfuckers like you. It's called a 1% for a reason, right? Because there's only 1% of men that are like that. You're literally a creative player on GTA. Once you're checking all 6 of those C's, once you separated yourself from the 99%, once you put in years and years of work of doing what other motherfuckers didn't want to do, going past barriers other motherfuckers thought was crazy, pushing yourself towards limitations that you didn't think were obtainable on a daily basis, being uncomfortable, doing what everybody else failed to do, you have no choice but to then gain respect. Because everybody knows, like, goddamn, this nigga shits, bleeds, and pees just like me. And his life is different. I hope that when you see these successful individuals, you don't get jealous, you dweeb. I hope you get inspired and respected. Because you must understand, they just did everything you didn't want to do, my guy. We all get the same 24. Yes, we are dealt different cards, but you must make the most out of the cards you are dealt. We are not special, and you must understand, somebody had it worse, and they still made a fucking way. So you must make a way as well. And when you're that 1% guy and you check in every single box, motherfuckers don't got a choice but to respect you. When you speak, everybody listens. When you post, everybody pays attention. The reason that any room LeBron goes in, like when he speaks, people pay attention. When he speaks, people listen. When he posts, people like to post. Whatever he does, he has a spotlight on him, is because he perfected his craft. He has respect because he created value within the marketplace. He's the fucking GOAT. Right? All I'm saying is be the LeBron James within your craft. What is that for you? Is it e-commerce? Is it YouTube? Is it fitness consulting? Is it trading? What is it? And become that, and the respect will come, I can assure you. I know that I speak about the Lamborghini Urus a lot. I know that I speak about the penthouse a lot. And those is cool. Right? The material things is cool, but what I'm starting to realize, it's not the material things that we're after, fellas. It's the man you become to obtain the material things. The man that has the Lambo, the man that has the penthouse, the man that has the designer, right? The man that has the mindset, has the physique, has the high quality woman on his side. It's who he had to become to obtain those things. It's not about the material things. It's not about the external things. It's about who you have to become to get those things. That is what demands respect, right? That man is disciplined. That man knows how to say no. That man is stoic. That man is not a people pleaser. That man embraces pain on a daily basis. Is that you? Or are you going to be a 99% dweeb and seek comfortability and then be 80 on your deathbed like, damn, I worked for 40 fucking years, retired when I was 60, then went on vacations when I was old and gray because I didn't want to post that fucking video. I didn't want to do that fucking deep work. I didn't want to say no to drinking. I didn't want to sacrifice my weekends. I didn't want to stop texting that chick that didn't even really like me. I didn't want to stop beating off. I'm still addicted to porn and I'm 80. Do you want that to be you? I hope not, right? Because when you make the sacrifices that other motherfuckers don't want to make on a daily fucking basis and you just don't quit, and faith, desire, and persistence is all mixed together like a fucking gumbo, you will not lose and you will become that 1%er. I can assure you. And when you obtain those material things, yes, they'll be nice, but you'll be like, wow. I remember all the days when I didn't want to post that video. I remember all the days when I was stressing about rent. I remember when I spent my last on that mentorship. I remember when I woke up early off 4 hours of sleep. All of those times, and now I became this man. I am strong. I am resilient. That is what it's about. That is what people respect. I can assure you. Number 2, desire. I'm not one of these fake ass YouTubers, man. Let's keep it a beam. We put in this work for ourselves. We put in this work to retire our mother. We put in this work to drive the Lambo. We put in this work to become the man that is respected. But we also put in this work for chicks. Let's keep it a buck. We all want a high quality woman on our side. Let's stop acting like we hate women. We love women on this channel, right? Let's start acting like it. Let's stop being a 99% dweeb. Keep it a beam. We do this for the chicks. We love women. We want to be admired and desired by women. What you have to understand, my guy, is women are hypergamous. They will always choose the best option. Don't be mad at them for it. Adjust! Because even back in the day, when it was cavemen and everybody was fighting each other for food, women were looking for the strongest guy that was the most respected, that could not only protect her, but could protect and provide for their future kids. What I'm telling you is, fellas, we're not killing each other now like we're fucking cavemen, but it's the same thing. Women are always going to look for the man that has the best leadership, the most resources, the best provision, the strongest man that can provide for not only her, but her kids. So they will always choose that option. Accept it and adjust. Right? So me knowing that women are hypergamous, I'm always going to improve myself in every fucking area and check every fucking box so I can attract the highest quality woman. So I can get women that desire me. And not only desire me, but give genuine interest. Fellas, I am not a 1% man to my standard yet, right? But I can't say, since I've made the transformation of being a 99% dweeb, the genuine desire has been night and day. Fellas, some of you guys may have never experienced, man, but I can tell you right now, stop chasing these chicks and start liking the women who like you and attracting them. But it all starts with you as a man and being exceptional in every fucking area. Fellas, I'm trying to tell you, I would not fucking lie to you. Holy fuck. When a woman has genuine interest and genuine desire, the experience is night and day. I'm telling you, the fucking energy, right? How she talks to you, the sex, the way she respects you, the way she speaks about you to other people, the way that she acts on social media and in public and in private is very, very different than the woman you are chasing, right? But if you keep being a 99% dweeb, you will always be chasing chicks. That's why it's vital to become a 1% man so you can start attracting women who have genuine, burning desire interests. I'm trying to tell you, every man deserves this. I don't want you guys to be in a relationship with these chicks when everything is one-sided, right? You giving her all the validation, all the attention, and treating her correctly, but she's treating you like shit. It should be mutual, right? You should treat her like a queen and she should treat you like a king. But I'm trying to tell you fellas is that you're not gonna get a chick that's really gonna treat you like a queen unless you check in every motherfucking box. Every single box. You have to understand, women are a mirror. There was a guy on my story that said, damn, Cry, these women, bro, they keep talking about me. They saying I'm unattractive. What do I do? Brother, women are a mirror, right? Whatever a woman says about you, how she treats you, how she talks to you, yells at you, cusses at you, acts on social media, the way she dresses, it's all a reflection of you. Because I can tell you right now, when a woman respects you and she desires you, she's not going to do that. Because one thing about women, women are very smart, right? When a woman is with a high quality guy, with a 1% man, she knows, ding, 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 ding. Not only do I want this man, but I know a lot of other women do. So I would be very, very dumb to not treat this man correctly because I know there's a lot of chicks that want my spot. But you don't have that leverage when you're a 99% dweeb. I can assure you, right? But when you are that 1% man, when you check in every single box, when your character is on point, when your charisma is on point, when your clout and your status is on point, when the money is on point, when you're cut, when you're a man of God, and you have the character, she will treat you accordingly. I can assure you. She will have genuine interest. I can assure you. She will desire you. I can assure you. You will decrease the probability of the bullshit. I can assure you. So let's stop blaming these chicks and let's become a 1%er so we can decrease the probability. I gave this example before, but I'm going to give it again because I don't think you fucking understand, you dweeb. I'm not saying that when you become this 1% man that women are going to be perfect. No, what I'm saying is that you're going to decrease the probability of the bullshit, right? So if I have me right here and I have Steph Curry right here and we both shoot 10 threes, the probability of Steph missing versus me is a lot lower. Why? Because Steph been in the gym. I haven't. I've been on these fucking whiteboards, right? All I'm telling you fellas is to get in the fucking gym with these chicks. With your purpose, with your character, with God, with your clout, with your charisma, with your finances. And the probability will decrease of you being with the bullshit. The reason that a lot of you guys complain about chicks is because you're a 99% dweeb. So of course you're attracting a 99% woman, right? The woman that you attract is low because you're low. You suck. Improve yourself, right? And you'll get women that desire you, bro. It's night and day. Every man deserves that. There's nothing better than a woman who has genuine interest. And one thing I'll also say, fellas, and I was talking to my guy Corey about this yesterday on our one-on-one call, my One Academy brother, right? But choosing your partner, choosing your wife is probably the most important decision that you'll ever make as a man. I can assure you. Because the partner you choose, and this is for women too, the man you choose can either make or break you, period, right? But one thing about being a 1%er, one thing about excelling and being so extraordinary in all these areas and checking every single box, not only will a lot of women want you, right? But you have the luxury of just choosing the woman you want. A lot of guys that are 99% dweebs, they just take whatever comes their way. They don't have the luxury of choosing what woman they want. If a woman likes them, they're lucky. I hope that isn't you, right? I don't want to be lucky. I want to be able to choose what woman I want. I want to be able to have a pool of high quality women that have genuine interest and be able to say, okay, let me make sure I make the right decision and choose the correct one. But when you are a 99% dweeb and you work a job that you hate and you fat or you're skinny as fuck and your finances suck and you don't have a relationship with a guy and your character is ass and you are socially awkward around women and you have no social skills and your charisma sucks balls, you don't have that luxury. You live a scarcity mindset and you cannot live an abundance mindset. 1%ers have an abundance mindset, right? They're able to choose what woman they want, right? Which is going to be one of the most important decisions. But fellas, what I'm saying is when you're a 99% dweeb, you don't really have a pool to choose from. The women that want you are ass because you're ass, right? So that just puts you in a rabbit hole of a fucked up life. You're a 99% dweeb, so you attract women who are 99% dweebs, and you have to settle for that because you can't attract high quality women because you're a 99% dweeb. I hope this makes sense. Become a 1%er. 99% dweebs chase women, 1%ers attract them. Dweebs deal with low quality women, 1%ers attract high quality women. I hope this makes sense. I don't care what women say. Women want a man that other women want and other men want to be like. And you're not going to be that when you're a 99% dweeb. But if you're a 1% man and you check in every fucking box and you're really that guy, she'll want you, dog. And that's the woman you want. Women who have that burning desire, that burning interest. I'm telling you, it's night and day. You deserve that, but you must put in the fucking work first. I can assure you, you won't get it if you don't, period. Number 3, certainty. This could have been number one. 1% men are not confident, they are certain. A confident man believes he can do it. A certain man knows he'll do it. Confidence is a feeling. Certainty is a decision, brother. As a 1% man, you are not confident, you are certain. And the reason is because you have the proof, right? Everything that you said you were gonna do, you did it. Every macro you wanted to track, you tracked it. Every hour of deep work you said you were gonna do, you did it. Every time you were gonna go to the gym, you did it. Every time you said you were gonna sacrifice your weekends, you did it. Every time you said you were gonna tell that chick no, you did it. You did it, you did it, you did it. You have the proof. Right? A lot of y'all are 99% of these because you don't have the fucking proof. You're not a man of your word. You say you're going to do something and you don't fucking do it. How can you have certainty and confidence when you don't do what you say you're going to do on a day-to-day basis? People ask me all the time, like, Cry, how you get so confident in your videos? How can you speak so well? Because every fucking day, the same thing that I preach, I do on a daily basis. This self-improvement shit is not for fucking show. I really live it. I went to sleep at 11 last night. I had an onboarding call that was late because my brother is 2 hours behind me. I still woke up at the time provided and I'm still here recording a video. I'm tired as fuck. Not only that, but I ran out of Celsius. So I had to walk all the way to the coffee shop and rely on a black coffee, but a black coffee doesn't give me the energy that a Celsius does. So I do not have the same energy I usually have at this time due to me running out of Celsius and due to me only running on 5 hours of sleep. But guess what, you dweeb? I'm still here. I'm making a way because I do what I'm going to do on a day-to-day basis. How can I not be certain? How can I not be confident? I am everything that I think I am. I look in the mirror and I know I'm that guy. I look in the mirror and I treat myself like I'm already making 100K a month because I already have the habits. I already have the mindset. I already have the discipline. I already have the mentality. I'm already that guy. But a lot of you guys don't have the certainty because you know you're not that guy. You know you drink on the weekend. You know you cheated that set. You know you picked up that phone at deep work. You know you stayed on the phone all night with that chick knowing you had to get up early. You know it. So how could you be certain, bro? How could you be? You live in a lie. Stop. 1%ers are certain because every single promise they made to themselves, they did it. And not only that, they got out of the darkest times of their life, right? Like I said, I'm not near the 1% standard that I am, but I've definitely made tremendous progress. And within that progress, I can recall the darkest times of my life very recently, fellas. This year, last year was probably one of the worst years of my life. And I would also say 2022 was also probably the worst years of my life. Right? 2022, it was a story you guys all know. Last year, the relationship that I was in mixed with the layoffs, mixed with moving to a new city, all combined to be in the worst year of my life. Darkest times of my life. Period. Right? And I got out of it. I'm living the best days of my life right now. I'm resilient. I am him. Right? So one thing about being a 1%er is you didn't fold, where a lot of motherfuckers quit and a lot of motherfuckers get that friction and a lot of motherfuckers retreat. You didn't, my nigga. You doubled the fuck down. You didn't decrease your standard. You increased your effort every single time, every single L. You didn't look at it as an L. You looked at it as a lesson. You looked at it as a blessing. You looked at it as a redirection, right? You didn't stop and say, oh, failure, let me go home. No! You said, okay, detour, how can I get there? I don't give a fuck what my estimated time of arrival is. We're gonna find a motherfucking way. You did that. When you do that, how can you not be certain? How can you not be confident, bro? Like, you get through a certain threshold in life, fellas, and I'm here now, and you guys are probably on your way if you're watching my videos, where you realize, like, all this shit is really obtainable. Like, I have really no limitations. Some of you guys have limited beliefs. I asked every single guy that tries to get in 1% Academy, and I actually asked the guy yesterday that was trying to get in. I asked him, what do you want to accomplish within the next 3 to 6 months with no limiting beliefs? He didn't even know how to answer it. His mind went blank, right? And I believe the reason that his mind went blank, fellas, is because he had limited beliefs. It's like the things that he really wanted, he didn't even feel comfortable saying. Fellas, what I'm trying to tell you is that when you prove to yourself on a daily basis that you are the man that you want to be, on an everyday basis, and you already have the mentality of the 1% version of you, and you prove it to yourself with the small wins on a daily basis, you have no choice but to be certain. You have no choice but to be confident. I can assure you, right? And I now know that all this shit is obtainable. I have no limitations. You don't either. But you do if you wake up every day and live your life like a 99% dweeb and tell yourself you're gonna do stuff and don't fucking do it. Then you shouldn't be confident. You should be unconfident. You should be a dweeb. You shouldn't be certain. I look in the mirror every fucking day and know I'm that guy, not because I got a fucking six pack, right? But because every single day I do what most motherfuckers do not want to do. I seek pain, I seek uncomfortability, I make sacrifices, I live a lonely life, I don't have a lot of friends, I don't kick it, I don't spend my money loosely, I don't have a TV in my house, I don't consume entertainment, I don't consume social media, I don't have any chicks, I'm locked the fuck in. I made sacrifices and it got me into the man I am today, and it's gonna make me into the man I'm going to be. A lot of motherfuckers can't do that. A lot of motherfuckers gotta be around friends, gotta be around chicks, gotta go out on the weekend, gotta watch Kanan and Rock every weekend. I do not. I choose the opposite route, and I can tell you my future self is gonna thank me for it. That's why I'm so confident. That's why I'm so certain, because I know I just do what a lot of motherfuckers don't do on an everyday basis. How can you not be confident and certain when you know that? When you know 99% of men can't wake up at that time. 99% of men can't push that weight. 99% of men can't post a video every day. 99% of men can't do 8 back-to-back calls and then wake up at 4 a.m. and do it all over again. 99% of men cannot track every single macro. 99% of men cannot have the self-discipline and not beat they meat. But I can. So how could I not be certain? How could you not be certain? When you're certain, brother, and it could be in any realm. It could be with finances, it could be with chicks. You walk in rooms very differently. You have a certain aura and energy outward. There's a guy that goes to my gym, man. He's my guy. And he definitely has the best physique in the gym. Every time he walks in the gym, everybody just shifts towards his energy, right? And because he walks in with certainty. He knows he has the best physique in the gym. He knows he's that guy. He knows not only does he have the external, but the internal. Or a lot of niggas didn't want to track their macros, drink their protein, and go night starving, whatever the case may be. He did it. So how could he not walk in the gym with that certainty? Literally, every time you walk in the gym, his whole aura, everybody just, niggas, girls start giving my nigga the double take. Because his physique is nuts, right? But his physique is nuts because he did everything on a day-to-day basis to become the man he wants to be. So how could he not be confident? Confident is reps on reps on reps on reps. A lot of y'all motherfuckers is running from that. Stop! You are 1%er, your energy is felt, but that energy is only gonna be felt when you are certain, and you're only gonna be certain if you put in the reps and do what other motherfuckers don't wanna do. To get what most don't have, you must do what most don't do. So do it! Number 4, free. People say money isn't everything. I agree, money isn't everything, but freedom is, and you need money to have freedom, right? I cannot do what I want to do without money. I cannot be free without money. So yeah, money isn't everything, but freedom is. So stop listening to these motherfuckers that tell you that money isn't everything, because freedom is. I want to be able to do what the fuck I want to do, when I want to do it, where I want to do it. And you cannot do that when you're a 99% dweeb, I can assure you. If you work a 9 to 5 that you are passionate about, and you love to do it, like you in IT, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, or anything that you love to do, this is not for you. But I know that most of you guys, because you guys DM me all the fucking time, you hate your job. So this is who I'm talking to right now. I refuse to wake up and clock in and work a job for more than 32% of the hours that I'm awake. Then have 2 days on the weekend where I have to relax. Then have to ask for vacation and only get it for 3 to 4 days, twice a year, and then come back to reality. I refuse to do that for 40 years, and then 60, I get a small ass 401k and have to take vacations with my old wrinkled wife because we couldn't do it when we were young. I fucking refuse. That life is nuts, and that's what society conditions you to do. Go to school and do that. No! Do not do that. Do not settle for that. That fucking sucks. You were not meant to do that. You were meant to travel and prosper when you are young. You were meant to have that financial freedom when you are young. One thing you gotta understand, fellas, the price of not locking in is clocking in. For the rest of your fucking life, no matter what happens, you will either be working for somebody else, helping them accomplish their standards, or working for yourself to accomplish yours. Make a choice. I always say that becoming a 1% man is about us to a certain extent, but it's more so for the people around you, bro. I refuse to just bring kids into this world and tell them I couldn't figure it out. Now they can't be free. Like, I brought a kid into this world and they gotta work 40 hours a week for 40 years. No! I refuse. I'm gonna give them a blueprint so they can get the fuck out of the rat race, right? And even with my parents, you guys hear me speak about it every fucking video. That is my #1 standard. Fuck the 100K a month, fuck the Urus. I'll have to retire my parents, my mother and my father. I have to retire both of them, right? Not only because I have great parents and they're really the GOATs, but because I don't want to see them clocking in. They have no freedom. My mom hates her job. My dad works 70 to 80 hours a week. You heard him say it on the fucking live. That shit bothers me to my fucking core. How can I wake up every day and not want to be the best man that I can be, and wake up and do these videos and give so much value and speak with conviction and make sure that my clients are getting results and hit the gym and track my macros and just be the man I'm supposed to be and make sure I'm posting my stories on social media and posting my reels on social media and just staying consistent with my everyday non-negotiables when I know that my mother is still clocking in? How does that not bother you as a fucking man? Your mom is clocking in. There's work to do. You're the chosen one. Get it done. I know I'm the chosen one, so I'm going to get it done. My mom is not going to work for the rest of her life. I can assure you, if she do, I am a failure and I'm a dweeb. But that's not going to happen. I'm going to make failure impossible. That's why I wake up every fucking day and I don't give a fuck about my excuses. That's why I got the picture of my mom in my fucking closet. So anytime I do want to give in and anytime I do want to listen to that fucking devil on my shoulder, I don't. Right? Because I see my mom when she was a baby and I say, God fucking damn, cry. You got a lot of work to do. Yes, you're doing great right now, but not great enough, you fucking dweeb. Do more! Right? Because I want my mother to be free. I want my future kids to be free. I want my father to be free. I want to be free. Do you want to be free? Well, guess what, bud? You better start locking in on the hours from 5 to 9. You better start sacrificing your weekends. Stop thinking that the gym and your 9 to 5 is enough. It's fucking not. You're going to be a jacked motherfucker that is poor. Right? You have to maximize the other hours as well. And what comes with that is deleting social media unless you have a business, saying no to that chick that doesn't even really like you, not drinking and smoking, sacrificing your weekends, waking up earlier, sacrifice. If you don't make the sacrifice for your standards will become the sacrifice, right? So don't just say, oh, I want to be free. Okay, what are you going to do to get there? Are you going to do what most motherfuckers can't do? Because you're probably not. You're probably a 99% dweeb. Right? But when you're that 1%er and you got that 1%er mentality, you're willing to do whatever it fucking takes to get that motherfucking freedom. And that's what I want for all of you motherfuckers, man. Fuck the fucking rat race. Fuck what society talks about and wants us to be as men. All that shit is cheese. Dweeb behavior, dweeb mentality. I don't want you guys to live like that. I want you guys to be free and live a life of abundance, to be able to do whatever you want to do and not think twice about it. So put in the fucking work. Number 5, fulfilled. Again, I am not to the standard of the 1% echelon that I'm going to get to. But I can say that what I do today, I am very fulfilled. The progress that I made today, I am very fulfilled. Fellas, I wake up every day and I love what I fucking do. I would do what I do now for free. When I wake up every day and I get to talk to my brothers in 1% Academy to help them achieve their objectives, I get to go to the gym and push heavy fucking weight. I get to eat healthy so I can maintain this fucking six-pack so when I take my shirt off, shorty gets wet. I get to come here and make these videos and receive DMs that, damn, Cry, that video really helped me. Damn, Cry, you changed my life. That makes me feel fulfilled. When you're a 99% dweeb, you're not going to feel fulfilled. Fellas, even when I was making 6 figures, working a 9 to 5, I did not feel fulfilled because I didn't love what I did. In fact, I hated it. So it's not about the money. Are you fulfilled? Most 1%ers are fulfilled. LeBron loves what he does. Alex Hormozi loves what he does. Andrew Tate loves what he does. Aman Ghazi loves what he does. Elon Musk loves what he does. Jeff Bezos loves what he does. Do you love what you do? Okay, well, if you don't, figure out what the fuck can I do on a day-to-day basis outside of my 9 to 5 in the gym to make sure that I am doing what I love and I can leave this 9 to 5, right? 1%ers are fulfilled. That's what it's about, bro. When you're a 99% dweeb, you will never be fulfilled. When you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Ever. This shit isn't work to me. Recording a 30-minute long video at 5 in the morning may seem like work to other people. It is not to me. I love being up here, right? But I had to figure out when I was working a 9 to 5 that I hated. Again, if you love your 9 to 5, this is not for you. But when I hated working that job, I had to figure out, okay, I'm going to the gym. Whip-de-doo, you dweeb, do more. How can I maximize the hours from 5 to 9 or wake up earlier or sacrifice the weekends to perfect my craft and get in reps and separate myself from the competition so I can be fulfilled and do this for the rest of my life? I had to figure that out. I'm literally going to create a merch that says your 9 to 5 in the gym is not enough, because it's not. You will be jacked and poor, or jacked even worse, jacked and unfulfilled. That was me. I was making 6 figures being a recruiter, but I wasn't fulfilled, right? I didn't love it. I didn't love that shit. I love what I do now, right? I want you guys to, whatever you love doing that doesn't feel like work, pursue it to the fullest, bro, because you only get one of these motherfuckers. You only get one. Time is passing, second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, week by week. It flies, bro. I feel like I was 18 2 days ago. Now I'm 27. What the fuck? Right? So don't let time pass on you, or you're going to be 35 and that regretful, bitter motherfucker that I spoke about yesterday and like, damn, my life sucks. I'm a drifter. I'm a dweeb. I'm unconfident. I'm overlooked and I'm depressed because I chose from the hours of 5 to 9 to jack off and watch Netflix. I chose on the weekends to sleep in and lay with that chick because I'm just a 99% dweeb. Do not let it be you, bro. You have to make a sacrifice so you can live a fulfilled life. The 1%ers live a fulfilled life. I can assure you. That leads me to my next point, recession proof. So, of course, some things that motivate me, of course, retiring my parents, of course, proving people wrong. But I made a video on this. The number one thing that has driven me to have success is jobs, right? Because I wasn't recession proof. My first job, I had to go home due to COVID. While I was home, I was depressed in one of the darkest times of my life, and that affected my work. And I ended up quitting before they let me go, right? My second job, due to budgets, they had to lay me off. My third job, due to performance, they let me go. My fourth job, due to budgets, they laid me off. So as you can see, I had no control. I wasn't recession proof. 1%ers are recession proof. It doesn't matter about the fucking tariffs. It doesn't matter about layoffs. It doesn't matter about COVID-19. It doesn't fucking matter. They're always good. And this is very, very important, not only for you, but for your family. As a man, you must know whatever goes on in the world, the worst could happen. Fucking aliens could fall from the sky. You must know that you put in so much fucking work that whatever's going on, you'll find a way, right? All the flights is booked down, you can book a private jet, right? Your girl don't feel like cooking, you can order the food. Fucking restaurant is full, you can give the manager a couple bucks and he'll find a way to fit you in, right? You're recession proof because you're a 1%er, right? When you're a 99% dweeb, you don't have the luxury of doing that. You gotta stand in line at TSA, right? You go to a restaurant that's booked, you can't get in. You go to the line at the club, if it's full, you can't get in. When you're that guy, it doesn't matter if it's full or not, you're getting in that motherfucking club. I can assure you, right? But that comes with being a 1%er because people respect you. People desire you. You walk in with a certain confidence, aura, and certainty in the room. You're financially free. You're fulfilled in your craft. So you're recession proof. Doesn't matter what life throws at you, what obstacles throws at you, what the economy is going through, you're good. You're not stressing about bills on a week-to-week, bi-weekly basis. You're not stressing about no fucking COVID vaccine. You're not stressing about no fucking election, fucking tariffs. Why would you? You live a life of abundance. Everything is at your fingertips. But that only comes when you are a 1% man. What I want to tell you fellas is to strive for that in every fucking area. Clout, cash, charisma, church, character, cuts. All 6. Check every fucking box. Right? It's not enough just to be in shape. It's not enough just to have the money. It's not enough to just have the mindset. It's not enough to be charismatic. Check every single box. Why not? Why not? You have no limitations. I can assure you all this shit is obtainable. But you have to put in the work. A lot of motherfuckers want to skip that step. Do not skip it, brother. So these are the 6 raw truths of becoming a 1% man, what we all should be striving for, fellas. If you find yourself struggling with one of the 6 C's, whether it be your fitness, whether it be maximizing your finances, whether it be maximizing your mindset, whether it be maximizing your charisma, I will put a link in the description. Book a call, and we'll see if you're a good fit for 1% Academy, where we exceed expectations and we don't rely on motivation, we rely on systems. Where we don't have goals, we have standards. And we get there, man. To all my 1A brothers watching, man, I love y'all, man. Stay at it, man. I know y'all in the trenches grinding, becoming the man you want to be. And I'm here with you every step of the way. But that's the video for the day. I love y'all. Peace.